Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and to a special little colour along today. So today I'm going to work on these beautiful lines which are done by the lovely pencil butter. So this is actually a special Patreon reward colouring page that I have had since I think February 2020. I've been meaning to colour this. So how Pencil Butter's Patreon works is every month when you support her, you get a print, and then as part of the pack you also get a copy of the lines so you can colour it yourself. And being that this was February's print from 2020, it's Cupid themed, and I remembered it and was like, I need to colour that this February since I have not coloured it. Now I'm not going to match her original artwork, I'm going to do my own colours, but I did just want to show Pencil Butter's beautiful prints. They're so gorgeous. I have so much of her art because it's just so stunning. So currently her Patreon is on hold while she has been basically building her house. But she does have some of her colouring lines available in her shop. So I will tag that down below so you can go and buy some of her PDFs to print yourself. I have all of them, and I have coloured the Cozy Witch one, which I put in my book tour, which I will link for you. But yeah, we're going to begin on this one today, and while I colour this, I also thought it would be fun to do a little tag, so we're going to do that at the same time. But let me get this set up first. So I just am grabbing some leftover junk mail just to put under here while I do the base coat. So I am going to do some alcohol markers just to lay down some flat colours. These are not expensive markers, these are the very cheap nasty markers, but they work fine for just chucking down a base colour that I work over with pencils later on. So the tag that I am going to do while I work on this page is actually by Amanda Colours. I'm just making sure I've got this up right. I do. So she recently produced a video with a tag called Get to Know Me, and I thought that would be a really good tag to do since I've just recently started posting again and I'm getting a lot of new followers who maybe weren't following me during the art days, but also it's been a while and you know, things change and some of you might not even know that much about me, so I thought it would be a really good little tag to do at the moment and while I'm working on this page. And it's possible that, you know, I won't finish this by the time we finish the tag, so this might even be a two-part video, but we will see how we get on. But anyway, there are 20 questions to answer with as much detail as you feel comfortable with. Thank you for that caveat, Amanda. So I'm going to begin. So question 1 is, where do you live? So I currently reside in New Zealand and I am in a town called New Plymouth. New Plymouth is what I describe as the pimple of the North Island. If you've ever seen a map of New Zealand, there's a little jutty out bit, and that is Taranaki and where New Plymouth is. Also, if you look at an aerial view of our mountain from the air down, our mountain looks like a pimple. So yeah, New Plymouth, the pimple of New Zealand. I say that with love. I actually really love living here. I was born in the Taranaki region and I've grown up in Taranaki. I have most of my family living here. I do really enjoy living in Taranaki, and in particular in New Plymouth / Namutu, if I use the Māori term for it. I do wish I had more in life colouring friends and D&D friends though, but hey, the internet exists. So, question 2. Why did you start colouring? So I did briefly cover this on my return to colouring video, but I have always been a colourist. As soon as I could hold a pencil as a child, I was drawing and colouring, and always as a child I was always given colouring books and things along that nature. Everyone knew I was the arty kid. The thing that really got me into colouring was I have a inflammatory arthritis autoimmune condition known as ankylosing spondylitis. That is a mouthful. And this condition causes parts of your body to flare up, and I have a full video where I will talk about the ankylosing spondylitis planned. I just drafted out the sort of script for it last night, so I will go into full details of it there. But basically, while I was in the middle of a major flare-up, I lost the ability to draw because of the swelling on my hands, and I still have issues with my hands on days because of it. And so I started colouring as a means of building back some strength due to the damage and the flare up in my hands, and I fell absolutely in love with it because while I have enjoyed doing all my artwork, the colouring was always my favourite part, and by doing colouring books I got to partake in the favourite part of the colouring artistic journey without having to worry about being pedantic with the lines. So that's sort of like the really defining point of when I fell back in love with colouring. God, this video is going to be ages. I am a rambler. I do apologise. Alright, question 3. Why did you start your YouTube channel? So, back in the day, I believe 2015, 2016, somewhere around then is when I started my channel. I was working full-time as an artist. I was in the middle of a bit of a mental breakdown, some mental difficulties. I could not work, so I was doing art, and at the time I was really trying to build a sort of social media presence, and so one of the things I did was start a YouTube channel and putting up time lapses of my colouring for the world to see, to sort of build my brand and all that sort of stuff. I did really enjoy it. It was a lot of fun, and I got to meet a bunch of wonderful people, including Pencil Butter. In my older videos, you will find a video titled The Telephone Game, and that was a collab I did with Pencil Butter back when she also did YouTube. So yeah, I'm very grateful for those older videos back in the day, because I still am friends with people I've connected with from those days, which is really cool. But yeah, originally it was just to put up time lapses of my artwork, my original artwork. And then recently I have restarted uploading my colouring to YouTube, just as a way to sort of connect and be a part of the amazing colouring community here on YouTube. It's really fun to sort of share the colouring. I have been live streaming for a while before I even started re-uploading on YouTube my colouring. So I really do enjoy sharing the colouring, but YouTube allows you to put up sort of permanent videos that people can access at any time, as opposed to my live streams, which, you know, you need to be there at the live. And I can put up the VODs and stuff, but YouTube just allows me to sort of create more permanent and also edited recordings, because my god, do I ramble in live streams, as you're probably gathering from this video. This is why I've written a script for the ankylosing spondylitis video, because Amy will ramble. It is well known, Amy rambles. Alright, question 4. Other than colouring, what do you do in your free time? So I partake in a number of crafty activities when the hands allow. So most noticeably, crochet is a big craft that I partake in. I also am a huge tabletop roleplay nerd. I am a DM in free campaigns. I DM free campaigns, 2 of which are in my original home world. Third one kind of is too. So I also have like my own custom homebrew world that I've been building. I play in free campaigns as well. I had to think there for a minute. 2 of which are D&D and 1 of which is Pathfinder, which is actually released here on YouTube, and I can link a playlist where you can watch me play Pathfinder here on YouTube, which is super fun. We're learning how to play the system all together. It's a new system for all of us, so really fun. And then I also run a volunteer program at my local library where I teach youth how to play role-play games and help them create their own campaigns and just create a safe space for teens to get into role-play games. And then, as well as that, I'm also available as a DM for hire. So I also go to birthday parties and all sorts of stuff and do those like gigs and stuff like that. So I do a lot of roleplay. And the same company that you can hire me as a DM for, you can also hire me as a face painter. So I also do face painting as well. Yeah, I keep really busy. And when I'm not doing those, I also really love to read. I am a speed reader, so I do love to read, especially fantasy books. I tend to prefer audiobooks because it means that I can put it on and also colour. If I'm just reading a book, I feel like I'm wasting time, which you're not, but you know, I could be doing 2 things instead of just 1 thing. So yeah, it's a attitude I've got to work on. And other than that, I suppose the other thing I like doing is collecting art supplies. Op shopping. I really love going secondhand shopping. Yeah, I'm a bit of a homebody, so that's about it. Number 5, what do you do for work? So I am only able to work part-time. I only work 2 hours a day. That is all I am physically able to do, and I work from home. I am a medical technician for a laboratory. I am a trained specimen services technician with a QMLT. If you're in the lab business, you know what that means. Yeah, I am a problem with doing videos where you colour like this is I can't edit that shite out. Oh goodness. Yeah, so I am a lab tech for a lab. However, because of my condition, I mostly work from home, so a lot of what I do is administration because I work from home. But I am a qualified laboratory technician. So I am a pre-analytical technician, which means that when you get something, you know, removed from you or swabbed from you or cut out of you or anything like that, I can do all the processing before it's added to a machine. So I can do aliquots, I can do additions with different testing medium, I can do plating for histology. I was also trained in the typing of postmortems, and I was going to be learning postmortems, which is really fascinating. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting things about the human body, and it can be pretty gross, but I also really find it fascinating. But a lot of my job, because of my limited capabilities, is administration now. I realised I missed one of her ears, so we will have to go back and base that. But, oh, I like that hair colour. What are 3 random facts about you is question 6. Okay, so random fact number 1. I have broken my arms at least 14 times. I am the most accident-prone person you will ever meet. We now know that the fact is, I also... most of these broken bones happened when I was a child before I got my glasses, so that helped. We also know now that I have a inflammatory arthritis that causes degenerative bone issues, including weakening bones. So, yeah, there's a lot of explanation. The second random fact about me is I have a ridiculous spice tolerance. I love spicy food. I am that sort of person who will go to a restaurant and ask for food to be authentically hot. I love spice. What's the third random fact about me? Might have to think about that. I should have really thought about 3 random facts. Oh, I know. I have, again, weird body stuff. So most people's knees, operate like this. I can do that with my knees. I can also click joints, and yeah, I have a bit of weird flexibility stuff. My body's weird. We'll just go with that. My body's weird. Oops, that's the wrong side. Hey, question 7. What is your favourite colouring book right now? Ooh, that is so hard. So, I should probably say Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosanes, just because I have a goal in 2020 to complete it. 2020, it's 2023. My goodness. Another fact about Amy is she does not word good. There you go. There's another fun fact about Amy. Yeah, so Mythomorphia is very special in my heart, and I do really like it. It's probably not my favorite book right now. I tend to be gravitating a lot to Colouring Heaven's Fledging Fairies issue, which is by Christine Caron. And I seem to be also reaching for Luna by Maria Torreal a lot at the moment. So those two seem to be my go-tos and my current favourites, but it really depends on my mood at the time. And it does change all the time. So it's really hard to say with certainty that a certain book is my favourite. It's more I just have things that I lean towards a lot at certain times. Because sometimes I want the detail of Kirby. Sometimes I just want really beautiful portraiture. Sometimes I want cute animals. Sometimes I just want a pattern. Today I want a really cute PDF with an anime Cupid girl. Alright, we'll just finish off these wings. I did pull out a bright yellow, which I was thinking for the background, but I actually think I want to leave the background white. And I might do those details, that edge in gold. I think that would look really pretty. So, I love the fact that the irises are little hearts. It's just so cute. So cute. That eye colour combo is definitely inspired by PB's original one. where it's got the pink and the blue. I love how she does eyes. Right, we'll give that a minute to dry. I'm not going to use the yellow. And while that does, I'm going to pull out some pencils. So we're going to use polychromos pencils today. Probably should have pre-chosen some colours. What do we want for skin tone? What I need is a tester page. I did test the marker colours, so I do have that on here. Because I think a lot of these are going to be very, very intense here. I think maybe we want something more cool and worked very light. Yeah, that could kind of work as a blush. This is the stuff that I usually cut out in my videos, so I hope you're enjoying seeing my random little ramblings. Alright, that'll do for a start. We can always add to it. We can get rid of that one now, because I shouldn't be bleeding through marker to the desk. Not that my desk is in any great state. Where is something to sharpen my pencils? I legit normally have like a little bag around here that I keep all my shavings into. I have no idea where it is, but it also has all my sharpeners in it. I can't be the only colorist that is forever losing pencil sharpeners and erasers. Like, honestly, I swear I put them somewhere secure and then they just get up and move on their own. I'm like, how did you get over here? I did not leave you there. I did not move you there. But somehow you're over here. Speak of which, I found an eraser I've been looking for. Aha! Ooh. Yeah, found a sharpener. Okay, carrying on. Question 8. What is your favorite coloring medium right now? My favorite medium is actually Distress ink and stickles. Don't get me wrong, love my pencils, but I've really been enjoying playing with interesting media in coloring pages that I wouldn't normally use, such as wet media, and I recently, well, not recently, but semi-recently got Distress inks. So I've been enjoying learning how to play with those. I've been playing with using Crayola markers as watercolor paints. Yeah, I've just been experimenting a lot with different media, and I'm really enjoying learning about that. So Distress inks are becoming one of my favorite because I just love the effects that you get in the background. Alright, question 9. We're not even halfway. What is your favourite... Nope, that was the one I just answered. How many colouring books have you completed? Easy answer, 0. Yeah, I just end up buying more rather than completing what I have, and I need to. But again, I do have a goal this year of completing Mythomorphia, and then I also would like to complete the Fledgling Fairies issue from Colouring Heaven, because I might have done a naughty last night and purchased the new Christine Karen book, the compilation book that Blue Moon have put out. Yeah, it's being published in Australia, so I can actually access it, and the shipping isn't terrible, and oh, I was so excited to find it. and it wasn't a bad price, and the shipping wasn't horrendous, and yeah, I might have jumped and purchased it immediately. So I kind of want to finish fledging fairies, because it is very close to being finished, and I will have another version in Christine Caron's actual new book coming. So yeah, goals to finish books, but no actual finished books so far. Right, question 10. Do you have secret skills? Any secret skills? I'm a bit of an open book, so I don't think I have secret skills. I'm a pretty good baker and chef, so, but it's not really a secret. I can do a bit of, I suppose, it's not again a secret skill, but I try not to like, it's not braggy, but I'm trying not to be braggy about it, if that makes sense. But I do have like a bit of a knack for just sort of picking up any craft I try. I'm just one of those people that just kind of sees something and then gives it a go and kind of gets it. I've always been a bit like that with crafts though, in particular. I just have a brain for it, I guess. Just kind of clicks with me. I guess a secret skill is I have some pretty sick tricks I can pull in my walking frame. Does that count? Yeah, so for those that don't know, due to my ankylosing spondylitis, I currently use a mobility walking frame, very similar to what you might see a grandma or grandpa or grandparent using. Yeah, so I'm a bit of a grandma. Question 11. Do you collect anything? Does mess and clutter count? Because there's definitely a lot of that around my apartment. Oh, yeah. Energy drink cans, coffee bags. Coffee is my lifeblood. Seriously, I live on caffeine. It's the only way I can function some days. In genuineness though, I do have a small collection of Dungeons and Dragons and Critical Role related stuff. So a number of books and related merch, pop figures, and a bunch of art as well. I do have a lot of art in my apartment because I really love not only supporting small artists but beautiful prints as well. I actually need to buy some more. I need to get a bunch up too. I've got a bunch to put on my walls. And apart from colouring books themselves, that's probably it. Don't really have like any specific collections per se, just more these things make me happy and I collect them, I get them. I've got a few tarot cards and crystals, but again, I wouldn't call it like a specific collection. It's just I see a piece that makes me happy, I buy it and display it in my home. So yeah, I just collect stuff that makes me happy. And art supplies and craft supplies, a lot of those. What is your greatest accomplishment in life so far? I actually have a couple of ways I could go about this. So one of them is just genuinely being alive. I've talked quite openly about my mental health history, and honestly, with some of the stuff that I went through and tried when I was younger, I should not be here. I am very grateful I am here, and I do believe I was kept here for a reason. So I'm very glad to still be here. And if you are someone who is going through some of those dark periods and struggling right now, I promise you it gets better. It does not feel like it at the time, but I promise you it gets better, because I have been there, and it is much better now, even with everything I'm struggling with. And, you know, with my condition, I mean, I'm in chronic pain all the time. I am in so much pain. So one of my greatest accomplishments is at the end of last year, I actually finished a bachelor in psychology. And I did that despite the absolute mayhem that was this condition, and working in a medical laboratory during a global pandemic. Like, work went crazy, as you can imagine. And during all of this, plus moving into one of the worst flare-ups of my condition of my life, and all the struggles relating to getting my diagnosis, which we will go into in the video, I was managing to study and complete my bachelor in psychology. And I will be graduating this year, which is very exciting, and I'm looking forward to. So I'm very proud of not only managing to complete that bachelor, but do so with quite a good overall score. I ended up finishing with an A- average, which I'm pretty proud of. So, yeah. And just generally managing to carry on despite the continual pain and trouble that I'm in each day with this condition. And I'm not saying this to be like, look at Amy, she's in so much pain. Like, yeah, I'm not going to lie, some days are harder than others. Some days I will break down crying. But I am okay. I am managing. I am coping. I have wonderful people in my life that help me when I am breaking down. And I am luckily a very strong person. Again, I went through so much stuff with my mental health that now my physical body is failing. I have got all these skills in place to sort of learn to cope and deal. And again, I'm not going to say some days are easy, because they're not. Some days are very, very hard, and it feels like I'm going to be broken forever. But, you know, we cope, we deal, we find ways to work with it, and we do a lot of colouring because it makes us happy. Alright, question 13. What is your favourite childhood memory? Oh my goodness. Again, it's hard to pick one, but I know a special one for me was every summer, me and my grandmother would head up to my aunt and cousins, a little batch on this little island. My grandmother and I, our birthdays were one day apart, so it was sort of like our birthday, would celebrate our birthdays and then would go and stay with my aunt and cousin and go over to this little island holiday home, and me and my cousin would just like swim and go visit little craft stalls and do lots of colouring or drawing, and it's just really good memories of being on Waiheke Island and spending time and snorkeling and swimming and being a mermaid, and I really, really enjoyed it. So that's quite a good memory. And travelling on the bus with my grandmother, and yeah, those are just special memories that I really enjoy thinking about. Those summer holidays. These like games with my brothers and baking with my mum and all sorts of different bits and pieces that are special. But I think probably the childhood holidays is quite a strong memory for me. What are you passionate about is question 14. So as you've heard, Dungeons and Dragons and roleplay games. Colouring, art. I also, I guess, just like family and friends and people I'm passionate about. It's really important for me to sort of, one of my jokes from my live stream is that we create joy, and we create joy and spread joy because Joy is my middle name. So the joke is, well, it's not a joke, but the saying is, we're spreading joy because we're spreading a little bit of me around on the internet by live streaming and stuff and sharing my videos and coloring and whatnot. And I think that's probably a good way to explain what I'm passionate about. I like and am very passionate about making other people feel happy and safe and like they're having a good time and they can just connect with people and building that sort of environment. So yeah, that's probably the thing that I'm most passionate about, and I do that connecting in different ways, such as colouring and roleplay games and books and different hobbies or games, or trying to find what people are interested in and then finding a way to connect with them. Alright, question 15. What is something that always makes you smile? My friends. My friends always make me smile. Really, really bad puns and memes. Certain video games. My niece and nephew. Family. And jellyfish, probably. I like jellyfish. Jellyfish are just cute. Cute animal videos definitely make me smile. Yeah. Ooh, number 16. Oh, sorry. We'll just do a little stretch first because it's very good, important to stretch. Number 16. Name 3 colouring books that are on your wish list. Oh, just 3. So there's 2 artists that I would love any of their books of that I just have not been able to get to New Zealand very easily. The first is Rita Berman, and the second is Clara Markova. I would love either of any of their books. In particular, Clara Markova. Oh, it looks so cute. I'd love to get either of those books. And then, a third one. There's a number of artists on my wish list on Etsy that I would like to get. I think just any of the books that I have difficulty getting to New Zealand. Any new artists that I struggle to get to New Zealand. I would have said not Hannah Carlson. I've got Hannah Carlson, although I do like some of her new books as well. Same with Maria Troyal. I would have said Christine Karen, but I did order her book last night because I could get it to New Zealand, like I said, easily. It's hard to just pick one because, there's a lot of really cute, Coco Wyo stuff, which I know is like a conglomeration. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's not just one artist, but a lot of their books are really, really cute. But again, Amazon shipping to New Zealand is just ridiculous. Oh, there's a bunch of Japanese and Korean artists too. Oh, Ivory, the artist that does A Symphony of Cute Animals. Just a bunch of the Korean or Japanese books as well. That would be wonderful. But again, shipping, it's like I might find these books for $17 or $18 US, but then I'm paying $35 US shipping to get them to New Zealand, and I just can't justify it. And it's not a case of if I add in more books, the shipping goes down because it's spread across each book. Each book increases the weight, and so the shipping just keeps going up. So, yeah. And then the other option is book depository, which does take a very, very long time if it will ship to New Zealand at all. So, and they're not exactly cheap to, because yes, it may be free shipping, but the price actually increases because they fold some of the shipping into the price of the book. So, yeah. One day I'll find them. I try to find local suppliers where I can, just so I don't have to pay so much in shipping, even though their prices usually reflect a bit of shipping. Down under problems. Number 17. What is your favorite random fact? Ooh. I'm just trying to even think of a random fact that I would use a lot. I probably should have pre-thought about this, because then it would be, smart of me, and I wouldn't have these big awkward sections. I am genuinely not sure. You know what? I'm going to put this on you guys. Tell me a random fact down below. Tell me a random fact that you find funny, because I am having a complete mind blank. Yay, brain. What colouring books do you wish existed? Or I wish Pencil Butter would release a colouring book. Hint, hint, PB. My dream colouring book is a collection of beautiful portraiture in different styles, but on wonderful, thick, artist quality card, so I can slap a lot of media at it, single-sided. Yeah. I would be down for PB creating her own colouring book. There's a number of really cool little independent artists who it would be cool to just create a conglomerate of their work and have just a collection of different artists and their amazing work. "19. What is a challenge you faced and overcome?" Definitely my ankylosing spondylitis. It's still a challenge I'm overcoming, and then mental health as well. Definitely two big challenges in my life. The other one, it kind of ties into my mental health, but also my social agoraphobia. I did not leave the house for a number of years. I struggled with communication and going outside and dealing with people, so that was a big thing for me to overcome too, which might be hard to believe with how much I'm rambling to strangers on the internet, but also I'm in my safe space in the apartment and I'm talking about me and there's no one here to interrupt me or give me weird facial expressions that I might misconstrue as judgment, so I can ramble and be totally fine. Oh goodness. I might need somebody here when I record some of these voiceovers to just look at me and go, "Amy, you're rambling again." I just need a "Amy, you're rambling again" button. Feel free to put in the comments down below, "Amy, you're rambling again." At any point. I understand. Question 20. What is the strangest food combination you enjoy? So, as I have mentioned, I love spice. Spice. I really love Oh, goodness. I'm trying to think what's considered strange, but I don't consider any of them to be strange. It's a thing. Like, I know what I don't like. I don't like cream sauces, so I don't like macaroni and cheese. And I know people find that strange. I don't like carbonara or any of those creamy pastas. I don't think it's strange, but one of my go-to favorite foods is homemade ramen using a miso broth. And then I suppose it's probably strange that I put spinach in there, but it's just like sometimes it's easier for me to find than bok choy or Asian greens. So I don't know, spinach and ramen, is that considered weird? Yeah, I don't think I have anything that would technically be considered strange for food. Well, I don't think it's strange. I think it's all good. Oh, I know. Duh. I'm a Kiwi. I like Marmite. There you go. There's your strange food combination. I know internationally Marmite is not always understood, or yeast spread. So I like Marmite, and I also like adding Marmite into stews and curries to add a lot of really good deep rich flavour. So there you go, we thought of a strange food combination. And I think that is everything. It is everything on the list, and I'm getting even worse at words. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, as you can see, didn't get anywhere near finishing. I didn't think we would. But that's okay. I am going to end this video here, and I will put up a part 2 tomorrow of continuing with this little colouring card and continuing on with the process. So yeah, I want to give a huge thank you to Amanda Colours for their wonderful little tag about getting to know me. I hope you've enjoyed my absolute ramble, this ridiculously long video with some real-time colouring. I usually put up faster videos of the colouring because, again, real-time can be very slow, but let me know how you enjoyed it. There will be some more real times coming up as I do record some colour and chats. So let me know if you prefer time lapses or if you prefer real time. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful Valentine's Day. If you celebrate Valentine's Day, my Valentine's Day is going to be me looking after myself. I'm taking myself on a date, because I think that's important. I have plans that involve a movie and popcorn in bed, and I think that's a perfect date with myself. So yeah, I hope you all have a lovely, lovely, lovely V-Day, self-care day. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.